What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Blue and your boy Raza back with another video for the channel. Welcome back to the best sports podcast in the world. Raza, how was your Thanksgiving, buddy?
I'm doing good, bro. Thanksgiving break was good, just spending time with family, going home. How you feeling? How's your Thanksgiving?
It was,
Happy belated birthday.
yeah. For those of you who don't know, my birthday was on November 27th, so it was great. I had a fun time with the family, just a time to sit down and relax. The Hokies took the dub against UVA. The football team won, and I'm pretty sure other exciting stuff happened. But it was great. Oh, the Cowboys lost. That was another exciting thing. But
So you turned 30. So you turned 30 now?
Nah, I am actually 19 years of age, and I'm blessed to be on this earth for 19 years. Somehow survived, but it's been great. And let's just get into today's video, man. But before we do that, let's roll the new intro for the channel. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Abdullah and your boy Raza. So let's start off with the NBA, Raza. And breaking news, well, not breaking news, an update yesterday from Tom Thibodeau that Kemba Walker, the point guard for the New York Knicks, is now out of the rotation. And ladies and gentlemen, my great roommate Kareem, God bless his soul, he is a Knicks fan, and I have another friend who's a Knicks fan, and they were just, as soon as they got Kemba Walker, they were yelling, Cardiac Kemba back to New York where he belongs. The brother is, I am taller than Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker is 6 foot, so about like way taller than Raza. And, the man just can't play defense. Like, I understand, offensively, he can put up maybe 20 a night. But defensively, he's a liability. He's a small guard. Guards like LaMelo Ball will feed off of him. And it's a right move. Tom Thibodeau should have done it a long time ago. And Knicks fans, I told them that when they got Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier, defensively, they're going to become a worse team. And if we look at the stats, it's proving that point. Raza, what's your thoughts on the news?
I partially agree with you that like Kemba Walker just doesn't feel like the Tom Thibodeau like type of guy. Tom Thibodeau is like the defensive guy with like a gritty defender, like players who play I actually play defense. Kemba Walker, as you said, he's like 6 feet barely. He's like 5'11", to be honest with you.
Still taller than you.
I don't know about that. I'm like 5'11". All right, but and then Alec Burks, like he's been playing great at point guard. So like, and then we all know quickly has been going off, and then they obviously like Julius Randle handles the ball a lot too. So like he just like, but it's not terrible for the Knicks because they only paid him 8 million. It's not like they got him for like a lot of draft picks or like 20 million. It was like a low risk, high reward type. He should be in the rotation, but like it's not a terrible loss. And then I heard like they're interested in John Wall. I don't know how that's gonna happen because John Wall is making like 47 million, but for free, still free John Wall. But yeah, they might as well play him because they're at a three game win streak and they definitely don't want to win. But I mean it's not terrible because he's only making 8 million, but at the same time, like he obviously he's a big shot maker taker, but just didn't work. Like when he's on the floor, like defensively they're terrible. He's never been like the defensive guy they need. And as you said, Evan Fournier, like he doesn't play any defense. So their backcourt doesn't play defense at all. And then with D Rose, the way D Rose has been balling, he's out right now with an injury, but he's about to come back. So Kemba, like he's got to earn his minutes, or he might have to find a new team, man.
No, I agree, man. The Knicks, I expected them to be a top 5 seed. Now they're, I think, at what, 8 and 9. I'm pretty sure it's that range.
They're gonna be when the season comes to the end, they're gonna be better than us.
The Wizards, we'll see. But at least we don't have a 5'11" point guard that's taller than Razagondo. But moving on, let's talk about enough with the heights. Let's talk about the Lakers, the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, news came out just before we started recording that LeGoat James will be out for 10 days and COVID protocol. Now, in recent couple, I think it was this week past, The Indiana Pacers played LeBron James and the LA Lakers, and LeBron had 39 points, many 3-pointers, and the Lakers won in double overtime. I'm pretty sure he threw out a fan. He is the king of this league, as we all said it and seen time and time again. But the Lakers, man, I don't know. Like they have a Mickey Mouse schedule. Anthony Davis, I'm corny. I don't know. Do you think he's being tough enough out there? Is it the lack of bench depth? Is it? It's not Russell Westbrook because he's been playing pretty well. What's going on with the Lakers right now, and how can they turn it around?
Like right now, as we talk right now, we're 11-11 with the schedule. Like we definitely had the easiest schedule so far. Playing our like 12 of the first 15 games at home, and then like the only tough games we had was like the Celtics and the Bucks, which was at like away. And then coming back to the Lakers, Anthony Davis, man, like he just doesn't do it every night. You can't tell me he's got more talented than like Giannis, but he just doesn't do it every night. If you put like Russell Westbrook's energy, for example, in Anthony Davis, he's like one of the best. Uh, like he's like the best player in the game. He would be, but he just doesn't do it every night. We saw like a couple weeks ago when we played the Pistons, he blocked a 3-pointer from Cade Cunningham, and then Cade drove the ball and he blocked that, and then he went on the offensive side of the ball and then scored like a sky hook. So he can do it like multiple times a possession. Like he's that guy. He just like his battery, like he just doesn't like do it every play and every night. He just got to work on that. Russell Westbrook's been going crazy, averaging like a 28-point triple double in the last like 7-8 games. LeBron's out, which is really bad for us, not just because he's the best player, but like the big three needs to play games together, no chemistry. And then like not only like we played the Brooklyn Nets on Christmas Day. So if you're like when the new year starts by Christmas time, if we are still hovering around the 500 mark, man, Frank Vogel might get fired, bro. Cause like there is no like offensively, we have no offense. It's like AD, it's your turn, Russ, it's your turn, LeBron, is your bro.
LeBron step back three.
No one moves, bro. No one moves at all. Like there's no cutting. It's just like give him the ball and get out the way type. And then like defensively, like no one can stay in front of anybody. They're just too old, bro. And then LeBron, like the last 3 games, he shot 34 threes. 34 threes, bro. Think about that. That's 11. That's like 11 point some three per game. That's like the most he's taken in like for a 3-game stretch in his 19-year illustrious career. The 34 threes, and he's shooting like 33% on those, which is below average to be honest with you. But he's a streaky shooter. He's gonna get hot like he did against Indiana. He had 39 with like 5-6 threes. He can go off, but now he's out, so like it's not gonna help us at all. And then like guys like Carmelo Anthony, Malik Monk, like they've never been asked to play defense in their career. Carmelo, even like now he's like 38. When he was like 25, 26, when he was in his prime, like he was never asked to play defense. How can you ask a guy who was never asked to play defense now? Like he's not used to it. Like Carmelo is like hot and cold. When he gets hot, he's crazy. But then like when he's cold, like he's dang near unplayable because he doesn't play defense at all. And then like when like the only player who plays defense is Avery Bradley, but then his shot is not consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And then like LeBron, like he's not in his prime anymore, so he doesn't play. Like on some possessions he's gonna like sit in the chair and lock down somebody, but like last season I'm pretty sure he was like 7th or 8th like for defensive win shares like individually. Now he's like 275th. 275th. The year we won the championship, the bubble year, we were number 1 in defense. Last year we were number 3 in defense. This year we're 19th in defense.
Sheesh. Can't guard a park guard.
So the low average, I don't know about that. That's some other team in Washington. But yeah, man, we definitely need to do something about defense. Like offense, it's like it comes and goes. Shots fall, shots don't fall. But defense carries you like to a defense and rebounding. Rebounding, we have played 22 games so far. There's been only 3 games that we have out rebounded another team. We have DeAndre Jordan, Dwight Howard, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook is the best rebounder probably like as a guard probably ever. He's getting a triple double. A triple double means he's getting 10 rebounds at least. So I don't know. Like I think Frank Vogel needs to change his lineups because like the league is shooting more threes than ever before. So they're like playing DeAndre Jordan or slash Dwight Howard like is not gonna matter at rebounding because like when you shoot a three, there's a longer rebound. Like guards have to rebound, you know. DeAndre Jordan and Dwight Howard, they're not. So they need to play Anthony Davis at the 5 more, and AD needs to like get a little bit tougher. Like it's not like he's banging with the Shaq or Tim Duncan. We haven't even played Philly or Denver yet. Who are you? You can't bang with we not even Valanciunas. He went crazy yesterday. We haven't even played a great center yet. You know, like
Yeah.
he's not banging with anybody. If he can't guard like a Isaiah Stewart, I don't know what to do, bro.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I don't know. Do you think the Lakers should make a move at the trade deadline? And if they,
What are they gonna do?
that's what
What
I'm
are they gonna do?
saying. Who are you gonna give up, or who are you gonna trade for? LeBron needs more help, or are you gonna sell the house for another player? Who knows?
The
But that's the
irony is
current.
that we wanted Russ over Buddy Hield, and then in the Kings triple overtime, Buddy Hield killed us.
That's Lakers basketball, baby. But who knows? I mean, knowing LeBron James and his legacy, he'll eventually turn this thing around. It's just a matter of time, and it should be sooner rather than later.
And then one thing that like AD and the rest of the guys, they need to stop thinking that they can switch it on any time. Because after last game, he said we can win any 10, 15 consecutive games if we want. Bro, LeBron James is one of the like handful guys like in NBA history who can say I can turn on the switch and win games at any time. Anthony Davis cannot do that. We need to stop depending on LeBron's 38, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Davis, it's got to be his team, you know? That's why
Yeah.
we traded for him because he's 26, entering his prime now. Like that's scary, bro. Anthony Davis got to be playing much, much harder every night. You can't tell me he's not more talented than like a Giannis. To me, Anthony Davis, like defense, he's been defensive player of the year candidate for like the past like 5, 6 years, you know. And then offensively, there's nothing he can do. Although he's shooting like 19% from three right now, but he can. And then his free throws, bro. Like the year we won the championship, he shot like 86% from the free throw line. Now he's shooting like 69, 70%. Like free throws, like that's you gotta hit those. You know, we're a bad free throw shooting team. But yeah, man, we gotta be better at defense.
Just bad all around. But for your sake, hopefully they turn it around. But
Hopefully.
we'll see. But moving on from the team that plays in Los Angeles, let's talk about the team that also plays in California, the Golden State Warriors. And man, oh man, Steph Curry, the leading MVP candidate. I mean, is there anyone else really?
Steph Curry and the number 2 is KD.
Dude, literally against the Clippers, gets a technical foul after he thought he was fouled, comes back, hits a three from the corner, literally double teamed, and does the T celebration, just mocking the referee. He is unbelievable. And honestly, it wouldn't be a harsh take to say he's the best player right now in the world.
I agree with you, man. There's no one else you can say.
I mean, and Clay, he's playing with the G League team right now, coming back from that injury. Man, look out for the Warriors, bro. They are looking dangerous. And we say this every video because they're just hot.
They are just hot, and they're playing the Suns tonight. And coming back to the Suns game, like, do you believe in statement games or like statement, like individually if a player plays like a good team?
No. I agree. The Suns are on what is it, 15-game win streak?
16.
60. Oh my goodness. If they beat the Warriors tonight, I'm pretty sure the Warriors are at full health. We gotta put like some serious, like we gotta put them back to title contenders for sure.
Yeah, I believe partially in statement games because like when LeBron was in Miami, like the Bulls beat the Miami Heat like 4 times out of 4 times they played in the regular season, but then they got like swept or something. And then like when LeBron went to the Cavs, back to the Cavs with Kyrie Irving in 2017, the Christmas shot game over Clay, the fadeaway, like that was a close game, but we all know what happened in the finals. Like there was not even a close game in the finals. Golden State won in five. That was a statement game. But then, like the year we won the championship, the Clippers, they beat us opening night. They beat us Christmas Day. What did they get from that? I don't
Uh,
think.
yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
regular season's probably not statement
But
games, but
it
then
should be interesting though. It'll be entertaining for sure.
should be interesting.
Yeah,
And then like remember the one game where Giannis like had like 40 on the Lakers and then did like the crown celebration.
yeah.
What happened next game? What happened next time they played?
all,
LeBron
I'm,
38-point triple double.
all I'm saying, man, is that the Suns they could be taking over the West, but it could be between Phoenix and Golden State, and maybe the
Give me the
Lakers.
Warriors. Give me the Warriors.
Warriors. Okay, yeah, you gotta take the greatest shooter of all time for sure. But moving on from the Warriors, let's talk about another topic that hit home. Michael Porter Jr. He's going through an injury, and I really don't know. Like, obviously, a lot of fans are going after him and the Nuggets organization because they gave him that $200 million contract. But my problem is that they were paying him for potential. I don't think he really proved anything to get that contract. I'm praying for the guy.
Right.
Hopefully, he comes back soon. So
Yes, even like before he was drafted, he was supposed to go like when you look at his potential, he was supposed to go like top three. But then because of his back issues, that's why he dropped to like 17 or 18 whenever the Nuggets drafted him. But yeah, I agree with that. He got paid for his potential, not like he hasn't really done too much. Like he hasn't done enough to get a $200 million contract. If you look at the players that have 200 million contract right now, like Steph, Trey Young, Rudy Gobert, like he's not even close to any of these players,
yeah, I
but he
agree.
still got it because he has crazy potential. I just wish him that but I feel bad for the Nuggets because Jamal Murray's out.
Mhm.
Michael Porter is probably out for the year. Jokic just came back last night against
And
the
they're
Miami
still
Heat.
playing at a high level, which is
They
insane.
are
Like, you got to give some credit for Mike Malone and his staff up in there in Denver.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
And then wish him a full healthy recovery. Hopefully
yeah,
he comes back soon. And then PJ Dozier is out too.
yeah,
He tore his ACL. He's out for the year.
yeah.
Like they've lost so many players, but they still give it their all every night. And as
Mhm.
you said, Coach Malone gets a lot of credit for
Yeah,
that, man.
they have good Bones Highland, the kid from VCU. I wanted that kid so bad. That brother is tough. Will Barton, like Jokic, the reigning MVP, and they have good role players. So we'll see how
Yeah.
they do when it comes playoff time. But moving on from the NBA talk, let's talk about the NFL. And starting off with the Thanksgiving games, your boy Troy Aikman said something on the Cowboys loss against the no, sorry. It was the Rams game versus the Packers. And he said that Rams wide receiver Robert Woods is a top 3 wide receiver in the NFL. Do you agree with that statement? And I know he played for the Cowboys, so that might have, that knowledge from knowing football or the CTE, I don't know, came into play maybe. But what was your thoughts on that statement from the former Cowboy?
I think Troy Aikman was on some other stuff when he said that. Like, is he better than Devontae Adams? Hell no. Is he better than DeAndre Hopkins? Hell no. Is he better than Cooper Cup?
Is he
Hell no.
better than Terry McLaurin? Okay, all right, all right. No, he's not. He's not.
He's not. He's not. He's not better than I'll give you. He's like top 15. Like his impact is really good. Now they got OBJ. Like it was a blessing in
Oh,
disguise.
OBJ scored his first touchdown, by the way. That was good.
OBJ 54-yard touchdown.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we'll go to that during the game.
yeah. But yeah. Robert Woods is really like he's really really good. Obviously, but he's not. He's no way. He's a top three. He's not even top 10, bro. He's like 15, 14, somewhere in that range. But wish him a fully healthy recovery. I love Robert Woods. I had him in fantasy. He was dogging, but yeah, he he's gonna come back better.
Yeah. But moving on from that headline, let's talk about the first Thanksgiving game. The Chicago Bears beat the winless Lions 16-14. An absolute dumpster fire of a game. Andy Dalton was starting. There's really nothing much to say. At the end of the game, Dan Campbell just terrible clock management, used back-to-back timeouts and was penalized for that. I mean, you don't see any other team, not even a Washington football team, do that type of stuff. But the Lions, I want to defend Dan Campbell. He looks like a great guy, but if you can't simply understand the concept of not using back-to-back timeouts, then you shouldn't be a head coach in this league.
Yeah, like Matt Nagy won that game. Like,
And
like
Bears fans, they won Matt Nagy out. There was a video of Matt Nagy's son who plays high school football, and literally in the middle of his football game, they're yelling "Fire Matt Nagy" to his son's football game. Like Bears fans are ruthless, and Matt Nagy, I'm pretty sure he needs to go.
yeah, even at the Bulls game, they were like they're chanting fire Matt Nagy. But
Yeah.
coming back to the game, DeAndre Swift exited the game early due to a shoulder injury. So wish him like healthy luck. And then like it was just two bad games, two bad teams playing against each other. The winless Lions against a bad Bears team with no Justin Fields because like Matt Nagy doesn't want to get fired because he wants to win some games. And then right now he feels like Andy Dalton gives him a better chance to win right now than Justin Fields. Because he's like really young right now. David Montgomery went off for like 70 plus yards. Darnell Mooney had 123 yards. But then again, it comes down to coaching, and Matt Nagy's bad. But then like back to back timeouts, bro. Like I don't get it, bro. Like even like a normal fan, like we knew the rule. How do
Yeah.
you not know the rule as a coach, bro? Like I don't know. But
That's
two bad
Detroit
teams.
Lions football right there, baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
They
But
might need to get Isaiah Stewart as a running back.
as a running
or
back,
something.
I agree,
Yeah.
man. I agree. As DeAndre Swift went down, but moving on, let's talk about my favorite part of the weekend of my birthday weekend. The boys losing to the Las Vegas Raiders at home on Thanksgiving prime time, 36-33. Raza, what happened to them boys?
Bro, don't be too happy, bro. Y'all play them this Sunday
And I
too, so
guarantee we will beat them.
y'all definitely losing to them, all right? But
What happened to those boys?
we should have won the game since like Darren Waller also went out with the injury like in the first quarter. No Amari again. He might be back for the Thursday night game against the Saints. No CD Lamb, no D-Law again.
Oh, here we go with the excuses. Typical Cowboys fans.
We didn't have two of our best wide receivers, bro. Like, and then like our defense, bro. Oh my god, it was atrocious, bro.
Deshaun Jackson looking like prime D Jacks, baby. Always cooking the Cowboys.
Can't wait to see him play against y'all. But Anthony Brown, bro, he didn't have a single pass interference call on him the whole season, no call. And in this game, he had 4. Derek Carr had 373 yards with a touchdown. Hunter Renfrow had 134 yards. Josh Jacobs 87 yards. Bro, Micah Parsons, oh my god. Micah Parsons, not only is he defensive rookie of the year for sure, but for me, he is top 5 defensive player of the year candidate for me. I don't know about you, but Dak played okay, 375 yards. He's always gonna get the yards, 2 touchdowns. Like I don't even want to blame Dak for it. We just didn't have like enough weapons. What is he gonna do with Noah Brown, Dalton Schultz, and like backups basically? Cedric Wilson played really good. But I thought we had lost the game, but then like Tony Pollard, like he was a bright.
He came back to life, man.
Yeah, he brought us back in the game, but overall, like Michael Gallup, second game back after his injury against the Bucks first week of the season, he came back, had over 100 yards. Like he was only targeted like 5 times, and he had 100 yards. Cedric Wilson had over 100 yards. Like Dak had a couple of crucial, especially one in the fourth quarter. Like he missed Noah Brown. He was wide open, and then Dak like threw it behind him. That was a crucial like throw. Dak has been missing a couple of throws here and there, which could have like changed the results of the games. But we're still, number 1 in the NFC East. We're 7-4, trying to be 8-4 against the Saints. But like Washington's like on fire right now.
We're creeping up, man. We're creeping up.
Philly's right there too.
Yeah, Phillies, they're overrated. They just lost to the Giants. Jalen Hurts is garbage. But moving on. I mean, we talk about Dallas. How they suck. They're 1-3 in November. Let's talk about the Las Vegas Raiders. I mean, Raza, this team is 6-5. Their head coach, literally that whole debacle. I mean, expectations coming into the season wasn't really that high. Their star receiver kills someone and he's cut off the team, and they're still 6-5. You gotta give credit to the coaching staff in Las Vegas right now because just they don't have anything to play for, but they're still winning games and they're still in the hunt for the AFC West. And they're going to be a tough opponent for Washington. I don't. It's going to be hard, especially in Las Vegas. Derek Carr, a top 10 quarterback in this league, a man who's underrated and doesn't deserve the appreciation that he gets, or
Yeah,
doesn't
I
receive
mean,
the
you
appreciation.
gotta give them credit, bro. Like with this, like the Andrew Luck situation, the John Gruden situation, like they're still like in the playoff, in the playoff hunt. They've been playing good, man. Deshaun Jackson played great against us. Like they just like players are playing like stepping up. Hunter
Oh,
Renfro,
Max Crosby, their
Max
defensive end.
Crosby,
There was one
yeah,
play. I think it's the right tackle, Teron Smith, where he
yes.
literally pushes Teron Smith into Dak Prescott. And it was like, wow, this guy is really underrated. And I'm a type of guy that always roots for the underdogs, and I want the Raiders to do good after all the adversity they've been through, and to see them with a 6-5 record halfway through the season, that's incredible.
I just want them to beat y'all, so we can breathe a little bit because we have y'all playing like
That's
twice
something
in
that we
3 weeks.
have to talk about. The NFC East, man. It's getting close. That's all I'm
It's
saying.
getting
Right now we're the 7th seed in the NFC, and if you guys, and I
if we
wouldn't be
lose against the Saints.
surprised if you lose to the Saints with Taysom Hill at quarterback. Alvin Kamara has been practicing, and Mark Ingram has been practicing, and Mike McCarthy is out with COVID, and I'm pretty sure some other people are out with COVID as well. The stars are aligning, Raza, and
If we lose this game and then y'all beat the who y'all playing?
the
The
Raiders.
Raiders. If y'all beat the Raiders and we lose against the Saints, then we got something. But if we do what we're supposed to do and like if the Raiders do what they're supposed to do, I'm not too worried. But I'm like at the back, like in the back of my head, I'm a little bit worried.
You
But
should
like
be worried.
it all depends on this Saints game, bro. If we lose this, then trouble.
The collapse is coming, Raza. Just wait on it.
NFC Championship game, we coming.
Okay. But moving on from that Thanksgiving game, let's talk about the blowout of the third Thanksgiving game. The Buffalo Bills destroyed the New Orleans Saints 31-6. Josh Allen with 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Stephon Diggs and Gabriel Davis had a great day. The Saints were just dominated by a good Bills team. They didn't have Alvin Kamara, Trevor Siemian, just they couldn't get a rhythm on offense, and the Bills took over. Any thoughts on
Yeah,
that game?
they have no offense. The Saints have no offense.
And the Bills next week are taking on the Patriots on Monday night. That's
That'll
going
be
to
a
be a
good
game to
game.
watch, a really good game. We'll see how that goes, division rivals. But moving
AFC
on,
Championship game.
let's talk about the Sunday games. And let's talk about the man, the myth, the man who is or was at one point in trouble for legal matters. Big Ben Roethlisberger, I don't even know what to say about this guy. Raza,
Please
I know
retire.
he needs to retire. He is utter garbage. The Bengals, the Bengals beat the Steelers 41-10, and it was just a blowout from the beginning. I mean, Joe Mixon was running over that Steelers defense. Big Ben with some of the throws. There was a pick six at the no. It was a play where it was before halftime. It was I think 3-24. I'm pretty sure. And Mickey Fitzpatrick gets an interception on Joe Burrow. The Steelers with like maybe a minute left probably want to score before halftime. And then Big Ben, a terrible throw. There was a pick six to the former Steeler, Mike Hilton. And I don't know, man. The Steelers, they need to draft a quarterback next year. Dwayne Haskins is the answer. Big Ben isn't the answer. He is utter garbage. And what were your thoughts on that game? Joe Burrow had a great game all around.
Yeah, bro. T. Higgins had a big game too, over 100 yards with a 32-yard touchdown in the first half. Joe Mixon, oh my God, Joe Mixon had 165 yards with two touchdowns. Yeah, I mean, like coming back to the Steelers, like Big Ben, bro, please retire. Like watching him, as I said before, like he looks like you out there, bro. Like Deontay Johnson and Chase Claypool, like they played really good, but like the quarterback play is why they're struggling. And Mike Tomlin is smart enough to like know what to do. Like Big Ben, like I hate when like Hall of Fame players that are like that have dominated the game for like such a long time, they just like want to keep playing, bro. Like, bro, it's time, bro. Like Like just leave it, bro. Like just go home, retire, bro. We don't want to remember you for this, you know. We want to remember you for the Super Bowl you won, for all the playoff wins you've had. We don't want to remember you for this, you know.
Also for the legal matters, but that's for another day. But let's talk about the Miami Dolphins beating the Panthers. And the Panthers, they benched Cam Newton, as he said he was back, but now he's back to the bench as the Dolphins beat the Panthers 33-10. And the Dolphins on their own win streak, a 4-game winning streak. I think they might have found their groove. Jalen Waddle, man, he's looking like the best receiver from that draft so far this season.
He is, man. Tua had two turnovers. Jalen Waddle 137 yards. He won me a fantasy game. Thank you, Jalen. Miles Gaskin had over 50 yards. Like just a bad game overall for Carolina. You know, Cam Newton. Like they were on like the bubble. Like they still are with y'all and like the Vikings and stuff. Like they're on the bubble for the playoffs. But now Christian McCaffrey's out too. He's out for the year. You know, he's on IR. They said they're not looking to trade him. I love C-Mac, but he got to be healthy. And then coming back to Cam, like he said he's back, but he's back on the bench, as you say. You know, like he had some bad throws. You know, he didn't even have 100 yards. I'm pretty sure. Like he played terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, he had a very terrible QBR. But the Panthers, I think their season is over just because they don't have McCaffrey and that's just the whole QB situation. But let's talk about another NFC East battle: the Giants and the Eagles. The Giants beat the Eagles 13-7, in which Jalen Hurts had a terrible game. I mean, 3 interceptions. The run game was going well for Philly, but I mean, the Giants defense did as much as they could. Jalen Rager, the wide receiver for the Eagles, dropped 2 crucial balls that could have sealed the game for the Philadelphia Eagles. And let's talk about it. This guy was drafted over Justin Jefferson. I mean, Howie Roseman, like, he needs to be let go. Like, there's no way next year Philly fans who have 2 first-round picks in the top 10, 2 picks in the top 10. There's no way you let Howie Roseman decide those picks for you, man.
Yeah, bro. As you said, did you see Jalen Smith's reaction?
Yeah.
But I thought Jalen Hurts, like he had some terrible throws. You know, Sanders played good, but like I'm happy with this because like the Eagles were creeping up on us, and now they lost, so like we can breathe a little bit. But now
Now
there's
we're in
another
second
team.
place, baby.
But now there's another team coming on us. You know, so we just gotta take care of our business, which is against the Saints, and hope that y'all lose to the Raiders. But coming back to this game, like the Giants, it was just too like okay, like below average teams, and then the one who made less mistakes and like played better on the day one. You know, Jalen Hurts had a bad game, but it is what it is. You
A
know,
toilet ball fest. Both teams just not looking good. And I guarantee the Giants, they play the Dolphins next week. And I guarantee the Dolphins are going to win the game.
imagine if they had Justin Jefferson, bro. Oh my
Oh,
god.
the Eagles with Devontae Smith as well. Sheesh. But moving on, let's talk about the Pats and Titans. I mean, the Patriots are the hottest team in football right now, man. They beat the Titans 36-13. They're now 8-4. I mean, Mac Jones, 300 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Raza, how far can this team go in the playoffs?
The Patriots, I think they can make it to the AFC Championship game. To be honest, they have a quarterback who doesn't like, who doesn't look like a young quarterback. You know, to be honest, he plays so much like above like other rookie quarterbacks. You know, he doesn't look like a rookie. You know, he's like 14th in QBR. I'm pretty sure. Like that's not what a normal rookie would do. You know, and then like for the Titans they had over 270 yards rushing. But then just Ryan Tannehill had 4 interceptions, the fumble, the pick. He just like he lost them the game, bro. It's
Very
all on him.
inconsistent.
Yeah.
I've at times have been high on him, but I don't know if it's the lack of help, but they have AJ Brown. I know they lost Derrick Henry. Who knows if he is the future at quarterback for them? We'll see. But the Patriots, man, I mean, Bill Belichick and them boys are back. They took a season off, and now they're making everyone regret. Sort of like the Warriors. The Warriors, they were bad last year, and now they're looking like they're going to take over the West.
But the Warriors have Steph Curry, like the Patriots have no Steph.
Yeah.
But like who do you think has a better chance to make it to Super Bowl first? Tampa Bay or the Patriots?
I'm just gonna say Tampa Bay just because you have the GOAT Brady.
Tom Brady.
But a matchup that I would want to see if Washington did make the Super Bowl would be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New England Patriots. Brady versus Belichick. That would be so many headlines. And NFL, if there's any time you want to rig it, even though there's many times you've done it, that would be a perfect time to do it. But moving on, let's talk about the Falcons beating the Jaguars 21-14. I mean, Cordell Patterson came back. He had over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground, but nothing really much to say. The Falcons, I think they're around 5-6. I'm pretty sure they're still in the hunt for the 7th or 6th seed potentially. But I
Let
really
them
don't.
play us in the playoffs. Please let us
I
play
don't.
them in the first round.
I don't really see any point of them even trying. I think they should just tank, get a high draft pick and draft a quarterback and just keep on rebuilding for Arthur Smith and his squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the game of the week, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Indianapolis Colts 38-31. Leonard Fournette. Let me say it one more time. Fournette had 4 touchdowns, the premier back from LSU, and the 4th touchdown, it was sort of a play where I'm pretty sure Bruce Arians wanted to like stop at the 1 yard line for like him to fall down the 1 yard line and then kick the field goal to win the game. But instead, the Bucs scored a touchdown, giving the Colts another chance, but they ended up losing on a Hail Mary. Carson Wentz, I don't know, man. What was your thoughts on his performance this game?
Yeah, he had 2 picks. One of them coming at the last second. It was a Hail Mary basically. But Jonathan Taylor, he was quote unquote locked down for 83 yards. But their defense is legit. The Colts and their O line is nice too. Like they protected Carson Wentz. Okay, they let Tom Brady score 38 points and then still had a chance on the last play to win the game. Like that's how good they played. But obviously the Bucs were the better team. Gronk came back, second game back. I'm pretty sure he had like 8 targets for like 123 yards. Tom Brady's 2 favorite targets are Gronk and AB. AB still back, still out with the fake COVID vaccination card thing. But did you see what Mike Evans did in the first quarter? He had an easy catch, but then 97 on the Colts. He was about to hit him, so he just let the ball go. That's funny.
Yeah,
But yeah, Tom Brady being the GOAT led the last minute drive again.
yeah, I mean the Bucks, man, they're looking like they're ready for playoff football, and we'll see how they do. I mean, they couldn't beat the Washington football team though. They did beat the Cowboys, but something that just to monitor how GOAT will do come playoff time.
I don't see them making the Super Bowl this year. Or just saying.
Oh wow, how far do you see them going?
NFC Championship game.
I have them winning the Super Bowl.
They're not better than the Packers. They're not better than the Cardinals. They're
Cardinals?
probably 3rd best. But when Kyler and D Hop come back, I got the Cards.
Oh, okay. Well, if they come back, hopefully soon. They're having Colt McCoy play quarterback over there. But let's talk about an AFC West matchup. The Denver Broncos beating the Chargers 28-13 in Denver. And Patrick Surtain, the boy from Crimson Tide, Alabama, had a pick 6. So that was really good.
I wanted him over Micah, but then seeing Micah now, like, and Patrick Surtain was out a couple of games, with his injury issues. I think we got the right player. Micah Parsons, like, because he can like impact the game more than just playing corner, because he's playing in the middle, rushing the passer, rushing the quarterback. I think like we got a great player in Micah Parsons. But then you got Justin Herbert's jersey, man. What do you do?
I mean, the thing is, like, I don't understand the Broncos. Like, they're like the Raiders as well. Like, they lose to the Philadelphia Eagles, and then they try to be the division rivals. It just doesn't make any sense. Like,
And they beat us.
Huh?
They beat us too.
Oh yeah, they beat you. I mean, that's not surprising. Basically. But I mean, let's talk about it. Like, Justin Herbert, he's definitely, he's gonna. I think he's top 10 already. But I know he had a pick 6. He had 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, over 300 yards. But I don't think the fully blame was on him. I mean, playing in Denver in that weather and that atmosphere is a whole different thing. And when 2 rivals play each other, especially divisional rivals, who knows what could happen.
Yeah, Keenan Allen played good. For the Broncos, Javonte Williams had over 110 yards. Melvin Gordon had 83 yards. As you said, like, all the blame doesn't go to Justin Herbert. Yeah, like it's like it wasn't all on him, but it's a really quality win for the Broncos. Chargers been playing really good, but I know a team who beat them in week 2.
Oh, the
If you
Cowboys?
know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
obviously.
Too bad they couldn't beat the Raiders on Thanksgiving at their home in primetime.
We don't want to play good on Thanksgiving Day. We're just chilling.
Yeah, you know that from last year as well.
Yes.
But moving on to an NFC matchup, the 49ers, they beat the Vikings 34-36. Dalvin Cook did get hurt. So he'll be out for a couple of weeks. I mean, the guy's made of glass, but hopefully he comes back with a speedy recovery. I mean, I don't know. The Vikings, like, I root for them and they have the talent, but they just somehow fail to win those games that they should win. Literally, I remember I think it was the last drive. It was a 4th and goal, a 3rd and goal. Kirk Cousins, he was lined up behind his guard. Like, that reminded me of his days in Washington, where in 2015, we were contending for the NFC East title, and this man need the ball instead of spiking it. And
Checking the fool.
that was a big check and a fool moment right there for Kirk.
For sure. But Debo Samuel, man, he's the best wide receiver and running back at the same time.
He did get hurt, however.
He did get hurt. Hopefully he comes back soon. But he was going crazy. Justin Jefferson had 80+ yards. He even threw a pass for 24 yards. Dalvin Cook is out with his shoulder injury for like at least 2 to 3 weeks. Hopefully he comes back soon. But Kirk Cousins, man, that's why y'all let him go. He got to be better.
I still miss Kirk, but it's moments like that where it's like, what are you doing, dude?
Don't let him play primetime games, bro. Please, just don't.
But the thing is, we got to give him credit. He's had 23 touchdowns this year and 3 interceptions. That's a good ratio right there. Yep. But when it comes to the big games, if he can't get the Vikings to the playoffs this year, then I don't know. Minnesota's gonna have a tough decision to see because I don't know his contract details and the draft. I mean the cap space in Minnesota. So we'll see how they do.
Cooper Rush beat him, bro. Come on now.
I mean, Kirk wasn't playing defense that game. But moving on to the Sunday Night Football game, your boy Lamar Jackson with 4 interceptions, and the Ravens somehow pull off the win, 16-10. Raza, you can take the field on how you feel about Baker Mayfield again.
Bro, if Lamar is my guy, then Baker is your guy. Bro, Lamar had 4 interceptions, and like, all right, people on like social media and like national media, they want to keep blaming that man OBJ, bro. Now he's gone, so they want to blame him for what LA is doing. Matthew Stafford is not playing good for them. Bro, Baker Mayfield, oh my god.
Bro, it was funny. Kareem Hunt's dad even talked about Baker Mayfield after the game.
Yeah, he was like, they need to run the ball through him. there was like second and third quarter. I saw him on the field like a couple of times. He was like, whenever Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt don't play good, like there's no way they win. They had like the Ravens turned the ball over 4 times, and then the Browns managed 10 points, bro. 10 points. Baker Mayfield, I think he needs a fresh start. He either needs to be traded because he's a product of defense and their run game. Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb. Myles Garrett, Davian Clowney, like they've been playing great. Their defense has been top notch. But then like Baker always just lays the egg out there. Bro, 18 for 37, bro. That's his efficiency level, bro. That was so bad. And then like it's not even that he doesn't have enough weapons. Like he has solid weapons,
Yeah.
Jarvis Landry had over 100 yards. Kareem Hunt came back. Nick Chubb came back. But the Ravens just said, we're not gonna let their running game beat us, Put the ball in Baker Mayfield's hands. Yeah. Whenever Baker has to throw it over like 20, 25 times, the Cleveland Browns are gonna lose that game. Like they're just gonna win when Kareem and Nick Chubb play good. But they had off games, one of them had like 24 yards, one of them had like 16, 17 yards, I'm pretty sure. So, and then like Kareem came back from his injury. But as his dad said, they need to run the ball more, and Baker needs a fresh start. He's been playing trash. Like whenever he plays bad, he just blames it on his shoulder, his toe. Like, but whenever he scores a touchdown or whenever he wins, where do those
But when Lamar Jackson does this type of stuff, all the blame goes to him. I don't know if it's a narrative for the NFL. That's a whole other topic. But like I said, And like you said, Baker Mayfield, I don't know what to say, man. Like last year, I was rooting for the guy because it was the first time in so long where the Browns had a quarterback that led them to AFC divisional round. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about Baker. Maybe he should just stop making State Farm commercials.
Shout out to Jeremiah also Karamoa too.
Yeah, our brother or his brother rather, we played football with him in high school, and
Yes.
he was Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah, a guy that I wanted in the first round. He's been balling out in Cleveland, so shout out to him the from the he went to Notre Dame, so shout out to the Fighting Irish. But
he had a couple of big plays, and then
yeah, Mark Andrews. Oh my, I don't know.
that was a catch.
Oh
yes. Oh my god,
bro,
that's the best. That's the best catch of this year. So
literally, Lamar moving right, throws it downfield. The defender is all over him. He somehow catches it.
Pass interference too.
Yeah, that's insane. That was an incredible catch. And there was another play where Lamar goes right, turns around, and fires to Mark Andrews for the touchdown. And Mark Andrews, a solidified top 5 tight end in this league.
For sure, yes. I believe that.
But let's talk about another game of the week. The Packers beating the LA Rams 36-28. And the Rams, don't look now, but the Lions have a better record than them in November than the Rams. Matthew Stafford, in the last 3 losses, has thrown a pick 6 in each of the games. I don't know. I don't know where to go. Is he
that guy?
I want to believe he's that guy. And he showed it in the first half of the year. But in November, they just haven't been playing that well.
What did he do with the Lions? Like, he had Megatron for like almost a decade?
Yeah, around that. But he had no defense or besides Megatron, I can't really. There's Golden.
He definitely has defense now. What is he doing now?
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's a slump in the middle of the season, but they better fix it sooner rather than later. Because come playoff time, when they play against Tom Brady, Kyler Murray, it's gonna be tough.
But OBJ, man, he had his first touchdown with the Rams. You know, my boy OBJ. He was wide open. He had like a couple of like back issues with him. Like, he was struggling here and there, but then he still caught it. It probably wouldn't have mattered in the game because the score was like 36-16 or something. But it will still like give him confidence, going forward, because it was his like second, third game with the Rams. He's only been there for a couple of weeks, so anything for OBJ would do a world of good for him. And Cooper Kupp, man, he just finds a way to somehow, get the ball. He's been Matthew Stafford's favorite guy. Matthew Stafford has been playing bad last 4 games. As you said, he's had a pick 6 in each of the last 3 games. Aaron Rodgers, toe-less, quote unquote, Aaron Rodgers had 307 yards with 2 touchdowns. AJ Dillon, man, he was powering through the Rams defense, getting the crucial yards with Aaron Jones. I don't think Aaron Jones is like fully back with, like, he just had an injury. I think he rushed it, but Randall Cobb caught a touchdown. He had like 90 some yards, but he's out too with a groin injury now. Devontae Adams showing why he's the best wide receiver in the game.
Mm-hmm.
He's just on a different level. Mm-hmm. Coming back to the NFC race, Packers are now number 2 behind the Cardinals, and then number 3 is the Bucks, number 4 the Cowboys. So the Packers are.
Yep. I remember like when they lost to the Saints week 1, everyone was throwing them off. They got blown out at home. I was like, bro, give the bad man some time. Jeez, after all that stuff that happened in the offseason. But let's talk about the Rams. They're now the 5th seed, and your boys are the 4th seed. Would you be scared to play them come playoff time?
The way they're playing right now, no. But then the way they can play, yes.
I would, if I was ever a Cowboys fan, God forbid, I would be scared for sure.
I'd rather be like a top 3 seed and play like the Vikings, the Saints, the Panthers, Washington, any of those.
No, not for sure. But
let's come to the game.
The Monday night game, the football team move on to 5-6 as they beat Russell Wilson, and the Seattle Seahawks were now 3-8 on Monday night, 15-17. And I'm pretty sure when I was watching that game with my friend in the dorms, I lost years of my life. Like, you guys don't understand. They never make wins easy. But let's talk about it. The Seahawks, Russell Wilson's probably more focused about his marriage than playing football right now, if we're being honest.
Do you think Russell Wilson's going back there next year?
Okay, now, let's talk about the game though. Well, and then we'll talk about the headlines after. Taylor Heineke, I mean, he was ducking, he was making plays with his feet, he was throwing. He did have an interception, however. Jamal Adams, blitz boy, out of all people, had an interception, but it was a great play by Diggs, the cornerback, of hitting Logan Thomas, who came back. Curtis Samuel came back. It was nice to see him. And Landon Collins at the linebacker position forced a fumble. It looked like prime Peanut Tillman out there, and we had recovered. But this defense, man. I mean, the last couple of games with Chase Young and Montez Sweat out, they've stepped up big time. I mean, big time. And there were plays where I counted dropped interceptions. They got to Russell Wilson, I think twice. They had 2 or 3 sacks. Cameron Curl, the safety from Arkansas, a steal in the 6th round. He is a tackling machine. My goodness. I'm telling you, Raza, I know you're a Cowboys fan and you're a casual, but eventually you're
I'm
gonna
not a
hear this.
casual.
You're gonna hear this man's name league wide. Mark that down right now, Cameron Crow. But
Marking, hold up.
at the end of the game, we were driving. Oh, the possession. I think we had 40 minutes of possession when they only had like less than 20.
Yeah,
It was a dominant game all around. Antonio Gibson running down that Seattle Seahawks defense. J.D. McKissick, the former Seahawk revenge game, had 2 touchdowns. He is a phenomenal back in this league as well, a 2-headed monster with our run game. And, we were up by 7, and I really thought, we were up by 8. And I really thought that Logan Thomas had a touchdown, but the last angle showed that it hit the ground. And of course, they drive down the field and score. And I'm like, oh, here we go, typical Washington. And then on the 2-point conversion, as they always do, they don't run it, they throw it. They throw it to the former Hokie, Kendall Fuller. It was an interception, and we thought the game was over. Well, I thought the game was over. The onside kick comes. And I kid you not, Raza, it's something that I'm pretty sure you wouldn't even do if you were on special teams. The kicker kicks it, and the linebacker ducks the ball, and it's literally almost about to pass 10 yards. The Seahawks recover it. And I told myself, I'm like, yo, like, I can't do this tonight. Like, there's no way that just happened. And then I see a flag. It was illegal formation. So I was like, thank God we have another chance. They do the same kick, the same
almost had it.
angle, and almost, my goodness, Adam Humphries barely recovered it. It was a really tough game. I mean, our kicker got hurt because when we scored our first touchdown, it was like there was like this big defensive lineman. It was so frustrating because it's something that like I would see you do where I just see you run 80 yards down the field and just no one even near you. That was really frustrating. And our kicker I think he pulled his hamstring and we couldn't kick any more field goals. So that's why we had to go for 2. And an all around a crazy game, but you can't have crazy games unless it's Washington. So
Since you talk so much about the Washington football team, I'm gonna be talking about the Seattle Seahawks, man. Russell Wilson just doesn't look like he's healthy, Like he had a middle finger surgery. I think he rushed it. He wants to win. And the finger he had surgery on, I think he's showing that finger to the Seahawks. He doesn't want to be there, man. He just doesn't look like passionate anymore, I feel like. And then like his wife, like she's a celebrity too,
yeah.
Wouldn't who wants to live in Seattle,
Yeah.
Wouldn't they rather live in Vegas or LA?
All I'm saying was that they need to move on. I think they should fire Pete Carroll and clear house. I mean, it's been a long, good run.
Their O-line has been so bad.
Yeah, and defensively, I don't know what to say. They're like average.
And then DK Metcalf didn't have a target
Until
for like
that's because he got
the last-
locked up by that Washington defense, baby.
And then like there was a play when it was the fourth quarter, like the last like 8 minutes to go, like he forced it to DK because he didn't have a target yet. Although there was a guy wide open.
Even
like,
the announcers called that out.
Yeah, he was like in the middle of y'all playing cover 2, so it was like space in the middle. He was right there, but Russell just forced it. He just hasn't looked like the Russell Wilson. He like last year he was when the
40 touchdowns last year after the trademark let Russ cook. It's been going downhill, man.
They don't even have an O-line. And then last couple of seasons, when the players rank their peers, Russell Wilson was a close second, I believe, to Lamar Jackson. And then the year before that, he was like third or second behind Mahomes and Aaron Donald. So like other than the last drive, like he just like how much do you want Russell Wilson to cook, bro? Like he needs a new like pan to cook.
Yeah.
Like Tyler Lockett went
New
off,
ingredients.
but yeah, he needs new ingredients. I don't think like remember how last offseason like there was like a list that came out that Russell Wilson would like to play for these four teams, and it was like the Cowboys and like three other teams.
Mhm.
Why would his agent release that info when like he must have asked Russ to like release it, and Russ doesn't want to be there no more. They don't have the weapons. They have Metcalf, but they're not using him well enough. Their O line is just trash, bro. Like
And
they cannot hold up.
and all I'm saying is that if Russell Wilson leaves, he is from Richmond. He's a Richmond native. So if we put the stars
He
aligned to
does not want to be in Washington,
get
bro.
all I'm
Get Aaron
saying,
Rodgers.
it wouldn't hurt to try.
Get Deshaun. Get Aaron Rodgers.
The football team are currently on a 3-game winning streak to take on the Las Vegas Raiders next week. And if they win next week and the Cowboys lose, which is probably going to happen, I mean, come on now. The football team, they're definitely making the playoffs.
How much chance do you give y'all team to make it to the playoffs? What percentage?
As of now, I say 40.
40. I'll give I'll give the Cowboys like 72% chance to win the FC East.
I
Sure.
mean, who knows? I know we can beat Philly. I know we can beat the Giants, and I think we can take one from you guys if it's when it's
I
at
don't
our.
I don't know. I don't know if you can beat the Giants.
Oh, okay.
You know what happened earlier.
All right, and the
Y'all
Giants
almost lost.
stink right now.
I don't know, bro. They step up. Daniel
We'll see.
Jones about to throw for like 350 against us.
We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, he plays like Joe Montana against us. But
For real.
that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe for more NFL and NBA content. Let us know your thoughts on today's episode, and hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving, just a good break with your family. Happy holidays, and Christmas is coming up soon, so we can't wait for the Christmas Day games and the NFL. It's just heating up every week. We're already at what, week 13, week 12, around
Yes,
that.
week 13.
That is crazy. It's going by fast. We might as well enjoy it while it's here. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Peace.